Hello, I'm Kyle. This is Andrew. We're from Seaport Real Estate Services in Mystic, Connecticut. We are going to be doing a weekly series called Whiteboard Wednesdays, where we explain some often misunderstood real estate.
Residential and commercial, educational.
We're going to cover it all. We're going to start our first one off with pre-qualifying versus pre-approval. What's the difference? The terms sometimes are used interchangeably, and we just wanted to provide some clarification.
Yeah, really what we're going to try to do is dumb it down so everybody really can understand. So I'm going to start with pre-qual. Really what it comes down to is just an estimate. So it's going to come down to an estimate of your income, estimate of your assets, and then they're going to do a soft pull of your credit score. Don't really need to prove your liabilities, and you don't need to put a proof of employment. So really the point of a pre-qual is going to really give you a basic estimate idea of what you can afford. So if you're looking at a house and you want to buy within the next year, not really soon, pre-qual may be a good option for you because it's going to give you an idea in the price range of what you can afford. Your lender or your realtor may give you some ideas of what you can do to boost that, right. Work on your credit score. So it's really a great starting point if that works for you.
Right. So pre-approval takes everything one step further. Your income and assets are not going to be just estimates. They're going to be pulled directly from your W-2s and your tax returns. Basically all your tax info going back a few years. As far as your credit score, that's going to be coming from a hard pull on your credit, which again, that'll just provide them the extra information they need to kind of vet you as someone if they'll lend to you or not. The liabilities in your employment will be verified by them. With the employment, it's usually just pay stubs, or sometimes they might have you get a letter from your employer, and the liabilities fall into the tax info and the hard pull on your credit. The thing to remember is pre-approval, if you're a buyer, it puts you in a much better position to be taken seriously by a listing agent. I mean, to them, you're vetted. You've gone through a little bit of the process already.
Yeah, same as if you were selling your house. If somebody writes an offer and they have a pre-qualification, you know in your head that was an estimate and nothing was proven. Where if somebody comes to you with a pre-approval, you know everything was vetted. So if you've got to look at it as likely to get to closing. In the eyes with a pre-approval, it should be really what you're looking for is you're more likely to get to closing. Pre-qual, more of an estimate.
Right. So these terms sometimes differ between companies, but the easy way to tell kind of what you're doing is just the amount of paperwork and info you have to give them. If they're just taking your word for a lot of things and you're just filling out an online form, you're being pre-qualified. If they're asking you to back up the numbers and the estimates that you gave them with actual documents, you're being pre-approved, which is, again, as a buyer, it's where you want to be. But as someone who's just kind of trying to figure out whether they should consider buying, pre-quals are great.
Yeah, so really it comes down to timing. If you're looking to buy really soon, definitely go with a pre-approval. If you're just in the beginning stages, pre-qualification maybe work. I think one of the most important things to understand is no matter what you're pre-qualified or pre-approved for, you really got to work with your lender and your realtor to know what your monthly payment's going to be. Right. And that will vary per town based on taxes and stuff like that. But it's important, just because you're pre-approved or pre-qualified for an amount, you really want to know what that actual payment is, so you know what you can afford or you want to pay.
Right.
I think there's a difference, because sometimes you're pre-approved or pre-qualified. It doesn't mean you want that high of a monthly payment.
But I think that's about it for this week. Please like, subscribe, leave any comments. We're open to all and any and all feedback.
Yeah, and if you're looking to learn anything more, shoot us a message and we can cover the topic.
Yeah, sure. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.